Good little day's work here in the pig pen. About 50 square metres. First off, I fenced off that area there because this was their run, so there's no vegetation in there. A lot of manure, a lot of urine, a little bit of tilling up. So I've put the fence there. I've opened this up. I'm going to do a gentle till just to basically level out the ground. In this beautiful spot here we have about 5 rows of potatoes. It's about 170 odd potato seeds in there. Just furrowed them, buried them in the furrow, hit them with a bit of compost, a bit of wood ash, and then gently tipped, the tip of the ridges, pushed that back into the furrow, so just lightly covered them up and then deep hayed over the top. And what I've done is I've actually put a small concentration of clover seed over the top before the hay, just in case we do get germination on there while those potato sprouts are coming up. So I wanted to cover that angle there, and the clover's quite happy underneath the potatoes. Then around the outsides and the back, and then through this middle strip, we have lucerne, clover, and lupins. You can probably see some lupin seed there. It's a nice mix, a perennial and annual mix, so we want to harvest a bit of biomass from those lupins. This is all of those are nitrogen fixers, so we want that nitrogen in the veg production system. And so we just have these little strip beds here, just so we can get the diversity up. We have a lot of different type of veg in here, rather than just having big strips. And so this is mainly just a veg and storage crop production system. There's beautiful pigs there. We have this part here. That's a pigeon pea at the moment, with a bit of sorghum on the back, and pineapples along the front edge, but it's a high density macadamia, eucalyptus and silky oak system. So that's going to push up, crowding that. And then below the pig area we have these 3 terraces. We got one terrace steps up to another terrace and another there. So it's actually the water harvesting terraces. I'm using the wobbler irrigation on here. So I always ask myself when I want to start up a new bit of garden, I say, oh, what can I do here? What resources do I have available, and how can I build something with the minimal amount of effort? So this, to me, I already had the irrigation there, the vegetation was already gone, the soil was already well manured, so I could just go straight in there with a little bit of compost, a little bit of hay, and I'm good to go. Where opposed to the garden over here, so this is I've only done one half of the terrace up here, so this is the terrace garden. But if I was to do the other half, that's time tilling off, getting that vegetation off, deep ripping to rectify the past usage, which was heavy tillage and salt fertilizers. But in this system we got strip crops, little leafy greens, vegetable herbs, and then we have the cover crops above in the aisleways, and then below I've pushed all the grass into here, which has given me a bit of a fertility trench, because I'm actually cancelling out the swale now and using the middle swale instead. So in that trench I've put the cassavas, bang 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 through there, so that's cassava production. And then we have the pineapples underneath the eucalyptus, where the lab matter just came down, and in between that we have our fruiting species. It's a native peanut. And then I've just started to block out the whole entire bank with the veg. So we're going to plug veg into the whole understory. These are all cauliflowers. Actually, I think they're cabbages. I want to sell them to the Japanese cabbage pancake dudes. So if I was to build that second half there, it would have taken me about a day and a half, or at least a solid day anyhow. So let's go back up to this system. This is the cover crop system. We got bananas in here as well, a couple of crepe myrtles, sunflowers still kicking on, which is really beautiful. Some of the bananas are struggling, but I'm hoping the roots are still kicking on. We got oats in here, sun hemp, we had buckwheat, it's already come and gone. There's a whole heap of stuff in here. There's a transition mix I made with a winter active and then summer active as well. So we're catching sucking up the last bit of summer and then transitioning with the winter mix that's in there as well. So there's some nice lupins in there. We've been harvesting the cover crop peas and eating them. It's really nice. I'm just about to block more eucalyptus into the system up here. So it's going to have eucalyptus